pick book 1 or book 2. This is for anyone who needs career clarity, who feels a little bit lost right now in their business, in their 9 to 5. You may be feeling like you're at a crossroads and you need some help, some guidance on figuring out what's next for you. So I want you to pick book 1, which is Soul-Led Living by Nikki Novo, or book 2, It's All Within You by Milana Snow. So these two books are written by my dear friends, and something that I've been doing lately is intuitively picking a passage, like a page, a chapter from a book, using it almost like tarot. And I found it to be incredibly helpful because sometimes you just need to read something from a book, read about someone's experiences to get some clarity, to feel some peace about your own situation. So pick your book and let's get started. I've already intuitively selected a passage in each book. So the first book is going to be Soul-Led Living by Nikki Novo. And because I'm a career and business astrologer, I'm also going to give a zodiac sign that you need to embody so that the messages from the books really land with you, and it's a nice takeaway. So let's begin with Soul-Led Living. The road to your soul's path. After calling off the wedding, I was sad for about 2 weeks. Yes, it was all sorts of messy, but you know when you mourn something before it's over. So when it's actually over, you kind of already did all the processing. Well, that's what happened to me. The relationship had ended a long time before it actually did. I was just waiting for someone to tell me that I could get off the train and start thinking about my next adventure. What a relief. The decision that I thought would kill me actually gave me life. I finally realized that I had always been free. No one was really holding me back except for myself. So even though this passage is about relationships, I think it really speaks to a broader theme and message of understanding that you are the only one limiting yourself and your life. And when you start to realize that you might be the one who is self-sabotaging, it gives you really a lot of autonomy to change and to recognize when a situation is no longer working for you. And if it's that 9 to 5, then it's the deep realization that you need to make a change, whether it's in the organization, leaving, starting a side hustle, whatever it may be. If you're operating your business and you chose book 1, that means something that you're doing, whether it's the way that you operate your business or the way that you're selling, the way you do your work, it could be the product or the service is no longer in alignment to who you are. So you don't need to feel trapped. You don't have to continue what you've always been doing, and to really tap into joy, tap into what brings you happiness. And the sign that you need to embody if you chose book 1, Soul-Led Living, is the sign of Leo. To embody being selfish, taking care of yourself, prioritizing your needs, and leading with joy, leading with your heart rather than just like, the practical, the logical, what the mind thinks it's right. So embody the sign and the characteristics of Leo to really get the most from your intuitive reading from Soul-Led Living. Okay, next up we have It's All Within You by Milana Snow. This is book number 2. And if you chose book number 2, here is your message. Commitment. With commitment, you become what you envision. Once you establish more trust with this process, commitment is the only way forward. In the job example earlier, hearing the message, it's time for you to leave, provided the information you needed to set a new vision for your life. Even with all the unknowns that came with this initial message, you are opening up to getting more support on what is right for you. Now, you move forward with a commitment to what you know is true, even if you don't yet know how it's going to work out. Perhaps after a few days of working with your inner guidance, you realize that the new vision you are aligning with is a life where you are passionate and highly valued. Maybe you don't know more than that at this point, but you can begin to commit yourself to living this new vision regardless. Okay, so the message, if you chose book 2, It's All Within You, is to really stay committed to the new identity that you are carving out for yourself, that is forming within you. A new identity always means a new reality is on its way, and there's always this awkward dance of like one foot in, one foot out. So the sign that you need to embody is Capricorn, because Capricorn is all about commitment, it's all about hard work, and putting one foot in front of the other, placing brick by brick of the foundation to create the life that you want. And so this probably means that you are at a crossroads, that you are feeling a little bit unsure about the path that you want to take because it feels maybe new, uncertain, probably a little bit scary. So if you embody the characteristics of Capricorn, not being afraid of putting in the hard work, a lot of it's going to be identity work, then all will be well. I hope you enjoyed this intuitive career clarity reading from these 2 books, Soul Led Living by Nikki Novo and It's All Within You by Milana Snow. I have been doing this intuitive exercise, using books as an intuitive tool for quite some time now. I really, really enjoy it. I'm going to start this new series where I will share a passage from one of the many books that I have and tying it back into an astrological sign that you can embody. So it's like a nice takeaway. So you can just go about your day and be like, okay, Alice told me today I need to embody the sign of Leo, or I need to embody the sign of Capricorn. If these messages resonated with you, please support these authors. You can let me know which book you like. I will send you a link so you can purchase these books and support the authors, and stay tuned for the next reading.